You're about to see some new videos get released on my YouTube channel called Do Not Sync. It's going to be a series of new videos called Do Not Sync. And it might sound, from the sound of it, and as you watch these videos, that I have lost my optimism and I've lost my positive feeling about sync licensing, and I think it's just a horrible business and nobody should get started. It's going to sound that way. It's going to feel that way for about 10 videos. And I want to make sure that you guys hopefully watch this video before you watch them. I want you to know that I have not lost my optimism. I have not lost my excitement or my positivity for sync. I still think that there's a lot of opportunity. There's a lot of great potential for a small number of music producers. In fact, one of the first videos I ever put out on my channel, I think it was titled like only 3 to 5% of my students will succeed in sync licensing. And I think that still holds true today. If not, maybe even a little bit lower. Maybe it's just 2% now. I don't know. But alongside of all the excitement with sync licensing, I've always tried to be as transparent as possible to let you guys know this is also a really hard business. It's a struggle, and it can feel like a grind, and there's a lot of stuff out of our control, and it can feel many times, I've felt it myself personally, like it's not worth it, and you want to give up, and you want to give in, and you want to go find something else to do with your time. What I've noticed in the last few years, I know I'm definitely part of the reason for this, but there's definitely been a lot more of it happening lately, is there's a lot more talk online about sync licensing. New podcasts, new courses, new YouTubers, just people all over the place online now talking about sync licensing. And what I'm seeing from the few that I interact with or that I see here or there is a lot of them are, of course, singing the praises of sync licensing, which there are plenty of them, right? Placements, money, exposure, passive income, sync fees, lots of cool stuff going on in their business, right? I don't see, though, a lot of people talking about the real hardships of this business and why it can potentially become a really, really tricky and hard grind for people to thrive in and succeed at in the long run, okay? So if you're a new subscriber, some of these videos might sound really depressing, really shocking. It might scare you a bit, and it might even have you thinking maybe you shouldn't do sync licensing. I want you to really consider that, okay? Because that's part of the reason why I'm putting these videos together. I think there's a lot of people now, due to all the exposure to this industry, who are getting involved in sync licensing that probably shouldn't be, because they're just not fully prepared. It's not that they don't have great music and that I'm some sort of a arbiter telling people who should or shouldn't be in this business. I have no say in any of that. But I definitely see a lot of people jumping into sync thinking that they can literally throw a couple of tracks at a library and expect that there's going to be some placements out of that. Or they think there's going to be some massive amount of income coming in out of a couple of tracks because they came in and dabbled in this business. So one thing that I always pride myself on is just giving you guys the honest truth about what's going on in this industry to the best of my ability, at least from my point of view, what I can see. I can't see everybody's perspective and what's going on all over the place, but I definitely know what's been true for me. I know what's being true for the library owners that we talk with all the time, and with our members and with the composers. So I've definitely got my finger on the pulse of what's really happening realistically in this industry. And so I always want to make you guys aware of not only the pluses, but the minuses and the struggles and the challenges and the real downsides, right? There are some real downsides to this business and risks in our immediate future. You know, I've been talking about AI for quite a while, right? But there's other risks as well. So I want to make sure that as you guys are jumping into this industry, you are fully equipped with all the knowledge, okay? Not just the upsides, not just the, yeah, it's going to be great and you can get exposure and you'll get placements and blah, blah, blah. Sure, everybody knows that. That's easy, right? But how long is it going to take? What is a realistic amount of money you can expect to make in this business if you're doing it correctly, like you're actually hustling, giving it all of your nights, weekends, free time, anything that you can possibly throw at this? What are the risks in front of us? What are some of the challenges to your creativity, to your motivation, to working, getting accepted by libraries? All of the struggles and the hard work that comes along with this business. After these 10 videos that are coming out, again, I'm going to be dropping the first one this coming Monday, so make sure you are subscribed. Stay tuned to start watching them. You're going to be fully aware of them by the end of these 10 videos. I can promise you that. You might not have been aware of all of them, but you definitely will be at the end of them. So as you watch these videos, one of two things are going to happen for those of you that are getting involved with sync licensing, or maybe you've been involved for a while now. One, you're going to quit. You're going to hear one of those videos, one of those reasons, one of those statistics that I give, And it's going to be enough for you to go, you know what? I wasn't that excited about this in the first place. Hearing that now, I got to go find something else to do with my music. I don't think this is worth my time or energy or money anymore. God bless you. I think that's a great decision to make, and I think you should make that decision when you feel it's right for you to quit. In fact, if I can get a couple of you guys to quit and decide that this is just a waste of your time and you should go find something else that's a better use of your time, I'm going to feel like a winner. I'm going to feel like a success. I'm going to feel like, yes, putting these videos out actually freed you up, helped you make a decision to free yourself up to go do something more productive with your time, which is probably going to be much more rewarding for you, and you're going to be happy for that in the long run. So that's a good thing. Or two, you're going to get through these 10 rounds of abuse of me punching you in the gut constantly and telling you what you're up against. And it's still not going to scare you away. And it's going to have you double down on your commitment to sync licensing to realize these 10 reasons are probably why maybe 2 to 3% of producers actually succeed in sync licensing. So if you're wondering whether or not you are in that small percentage of people that are going to stick with this long enough to go for it, of course, only the future will tell. You have to obviously keep showing up and keep producing music and keep, getting your stuff out there. But I think these 10 videos that you're going to watch on my channel will help you decide with some clarity and some certainty if you've got it within you to be either dedicated enough, desperate enough, or maybe even just crazy enough to make this work for you with sync licensing. So I wanted to just give you this quick little warning video before you start seeing what's coming out on this channel on Monday.